It's the right class, Pat.
Okay, I just, for the food, I'm leaving. Excuse me. Happy anniversary.
In August 1947, that was 69 years ago, on a hot summer evening, Bruce was asked to fill in for a baseball player at a church league ball game. Bruce called Joyce about an hour before the game. I gave her an hour, and asked if she would like to go to the game. I knew Joyce because our families were kind of connected years ago. Joyce's uncle was married to my dad's first cousin. That's why our kids are all cross-eyed, by the way. And our families used to go to picnics together and so forth. My mother used to go out and buy eggs from the Stephenson farm. That's where we live right now, on the farm. When we got married, they gave us an acre off the front. And Joyce says she never got out of the driveway of the farm. Anyway, she didn't. She said, "Well, I'm going to go roller skating tonight, and I won't go with you." Well, my mother had talked to her mother earlier, and they had visited on the phone. And my mother said, "Well, Bruce thinks he can get a date with anybody." And her mother said, "Well, Joyce doesn't like boys." So my mother said, "I'm going to bet Bruce $1 that he can't get a date with Joyce." Well, I got Joyce, as a matter of fact, and I don't think I ever got the $1. And Joyce was also in my home room at Benson High. We started high school together. Well, she turned me down that summer night. She said she had other plans. Well, Joyce, come up here and tell them about the phone call. And I called, I tell them what your mother said and about.
Well, it was a summer evening and Mom was sitting out in the yard and the phone rang. And my mother said, "Who was that?" I said, "That was Bruce Aaron." And she had talked to Grandma Aaron about Grandma betting him $1 he couldn't get a date. So she said, "Who was that?" I said, "That was Bruce Aaron." "What did he want?" I said, "Well, he wants me to go to a ball game with him." She said, "Are you going to go?" And I said, "No," because I had cousins I wouldn't go roller skating with. And she said, "If he ever asks you again, you have to go."
How do you like that? Okay, just give me a minute. Well, about a month later, I asked her to go to the Exarban Rodeo. That was the first rodeo in 1947. And she wanted to go to the rodeo, so she accepted to go with me. And I didn't have a car, so I went out and picked her up in my folks' car. My folks had tickets also, and so they rode with us. We sat at a different place, and then we all went. I took them home, then I took Joyce home. But anyway, that was our first date.
And I didn't care if I ever saw him again.
But you know, my profession was sales.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you about the wedding. Well, we got married in a little church in Irvington. It was the Irvington Congregational Church. And after the thing then was that they all wanted to kidnap the bride. Everyone wanted to kidnap the bride. I don't know if they do that anymore or not. But so I had the photographer come and by the steps. He said, "Let's take one more picture by the church steps." So as we walked down the steps, she had a friend that she worked with that nobody knew. She and her boyfriend had their little 1940 Ford pulled up right by the steps. And when we got out the bottom, all of her cousins were standing around thinking they were gonna kidnap the bride. But he started the motor, opened the door, I shoved her in, I jumped in, and we went out the driveway. My brother Bill blocked the driveway so nobody could get out. And so that's what happened.
And
So-
then they were waiting for us in cars on like 72nd Street and 90th and Dodge and all that.
Right, okay. Well, I'm gonna sing to her here. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I say, would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, running till it goes, some things were meant to be. Oh, take my hand, take my whole heart too, for I can't help staying in love with you. Oh, I can't help staying in love with you.
I didn't hear you practice that in the shower.
I practiced it with Carol instead. This was all a surprise to Joyce.
Yes, I enjoyed it.